Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're going to take a look at the Padcaster for the iPad. This is the larger iPad version. There is now a version of the Padcaster available for the iPad mini as well. The large iPad version sells for $149.99, and it comes with everything you see here in front of you, and I'm going to show you it all right now. So inside your packaging, you'll find an instruction manual, and that talks about how you not only insert the iPad into here, but add on accessories to it as well. You've got a lens adapter. You have 4 different screws, 2 of each size, and then a longer screw as well. I'm going to show you what all that's for in a second. You have this urethane frame combined with this plastic shell, and this part here is made to specifically hold the iPad Air. If you don't have an iPad Air, you won't need this. You can go right into the frame here itself. But if you have an iPad Air like I do, you will need this piece to make it all fit. Otherwise, this section in here is universal for the iPads 1 through 4, if you will. So what is the Padcaster? Essentially, what this does is allow you to create your own personal video rig using just your iPad. So while the iPad itself creates or takes decent video, you can take it up and to a completely different level by adding in your own audio interface or microphone, lenses, and lights, and you can do that all with the Padcaster. And the reason why is it has 24 different threaded inserts or holes all around the outer frame, and that allows you to place, strategically wherever you want, if you will, all of your different devices. There is, of course, on the bottom a threaded tripod mount. I'm going to show you how that looks in a second, that you can place your iPad into a tripod as well and still access, of course, all of the controls. So before we get it all set up, let's just talk about quickly how you place the iPad in here. As I mentioned, I have an iPad Air, and you'll have to use this little frame, and you do have to kind of be careful putting it on. It does want to bubble up your screen protector if you're not careful. But once you get the frame on, you can kind of proceed to shove it under the frame, so to speak. And you just want to make sure that the lip goes under and locks into the urethane frame here so that your iPad doesn't come falling out. And I'm doing this through the camera, which of course is not easy, but I'm going to do my best to get this in here without coming out of frame, if you will. So there's just a little ridge there that it pops in, and you can see I have it a little bit too far on this one, it looks like. There we go, that's better. And then one more on this side as well. And this, like I said, will just ensure that your iPad doesn't come flying out while you're using it. So there we go. And now I'm ready to go, basically. Now I can access all of the cutouts or controls thanks to cutouts along the iPad. So I can get to the home button no problem here. I can get to the sleep awake no problem. I can thread a charger in here if I want to charge this while I'm doing so. I'm good to go. So basically, I'm ready to start adding on all my stuff. And if I flip this over, you can see the back. You can orientate the iPad in whatever way you want. As I mentioned, this comes with a lens adapter. This lens adapter works with both 72 and 58 millimeter lenses. Not only lenses like I'm going to show you, but even a standard DSLR lens will thread onto this. Basically, there's a ring here. If you're using a 58 millimeter lens, you leave this smaller one on. If you want to get to the 72 millimeter, which is what I happen to have, you take that off, and then you line this up like so, and you place it on. And then you can take the screws and screw it down. And basically, there are 4 holes here. You take 2 of them and line it up, and these screws to secure this in place, like so. There's one, and then if I go to the other side, do the same thing again. I'll have this threaded, and I'll have the lens adapter in place. So see how easy it is, how quick it is to add that on. And now I've got the lens adapter in place. Now I have this Vivitar wide angle 72 millimeter that I can open up and place on here. I'm going to show you that right now. Get this all out of the way. And it just threads right on, nice and easy, and it's nice and tight. So that's the first thing that I can put on. And again, I'm going to show you all this in a real world scenario in a second, but let's say I wanted to add some audio on as well, an audio device. I've got the Zoom H1 here, which I can thread pretty much anywhere I want. I'll do it up here, I guess, and I'll get this all in here. And then I'll be able to also put a light on as well. So let me get this on. Nice and snug. And again, you can virtually, it's virtually limitless what you can add on to this thing. So there's my microphone. And then if I want, I've got a light here. I'm going to put this on the side. I know I'm kind of off frame right now, but there you go. You get the general idea. So I've got a lens, a mic, and a light all on my iPad. I want to throw this over onto a tripod and show you what it looks like in, like I said, a real world scenario. So I'll be right back. All right, so here we are taking a look from the back side of the Padcaster. If you were shooting video or filming a podcast, you might have someone working the camera, so to speak. And there you can see what it might look like. Again, I have the mic, in this case, the Zoom H1N, and then this little light here, which I'll flip on. And then let's move around to the front just so you can see, how it looks. And there you go. And you can hopefully make out that light. Sorry if that's blinding you. There's the lens and then the microphone. And I still have plenty of these threads that I could add on additional accessories if I wanted to. If I wanted to put like an audio interface or some type of other microphone on here, like a handheld mic, I could do that. And again, you can really tailor this to your liking. So things like CES, where we bring tons of camera equipment along, and have to carry it around all day in a heavy backpack when we're walking like 20 miles. Think about something like the iPad, which you'll certainly have with you, and you could turn that into your own personal studio and literally not only shoot all your video right on the iPad itself, but edit it and then upload it right from the iPad to, say, YouTube or wherever you're going to use for your to get your content out. So Padcaster, pretty cool device. Again, it's available for the full-size iPad like I'm showing you here, and the iPad mini. This one sells for $149.99, and you can learn more about it via the link that will be down in the video description. I will also have a link down there to my full review of this over on runaroundtech.com. As always, if you have any questions about this product or anything else for that matter, feel free to drop me a line down below. Otherwise, have a great day.